All right, so I have two options. I only have one option. So what happened is I lost about an hour 30-ish. Like about 1 hour of that is me doing story quests and all sorts of things like that. So you're gonna see a jump in the footage. Obviously, I'm not at all where I was when I was in the basement. Right, I got interrupted. I muted myself and then I paused the video. I'm just not pausing, especially with a recording. I'm not muting myself anymore. I think that that's just stupid at this point. So what I can do is I can reload the save that I made, because basically the game only auto saves after your latest save. Let me stop. And then what I'll do is afterwards I will come back and continue from this save that I made right here. So I'm just going to replay this story mission. The rest of it is open world stuff. We did a couple moth puzzles. We ran around a little bit around town and everything. I think that that's fair. 42, yeah, sure, okay. The 42 minutes is me standing around, like, wondering how much should I replay in order to do this. So we'll reload. I'm not going to save anything after this.
Need, here I come.
I like how he says that, even though we were here before. All right. Anyway, hey, this seems familiar.
Hello there.
I've been here
to
before.
See you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the trial
Never
attack.
making this mistake
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I
Yeah,
am
of course.
too.
Natty's the best.
You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
I like how they established this now that I say that.
It seems as though you were on good terms with
They
him.
established he was
I've
here
known
and they
him for
left
years.
right away.
We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly.
What a good guy.
Which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's a
If he's not
coincidence,
here,
alright.
you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Sirona.
I won't
If
be
you
sitting
find
through
your
the
God,
extra stuff again.
Please, give him my best. I don't know what
Right.
you've done to make such
The
powerful
home of
enemies,
Urtkot.
but please, watch your back.
Oh, you know it. I'm gonna be okay. Listen. I'm whose man's, alright? If it has red hair, stunning physique, handsome face, pearly white smile, it's gotta be whose man's. You know it.
Hello. Good to see you outside
Yeah,
the
he's here.
castle.
There you go. Enjoy.
You too, Amit.
Nothing I do matters anyway, so don't worry about it.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
I came in from the
Hello,
back
Lord Cock.
before, actually. There's a back to that, and it
Sirona
has
said I
a
might find you
statue there.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The three broomsticks.
You're whose
Day
mans?
of the troll attack. You're the student he's
I like how this
after.
is months
I
ago
am.
at this point.
And I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Because Sirona trusts
Sirona
me.
trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm
Yep, and
between
we'll use
us.
that to get closer. Sounds good.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
All right, let's do it. Meet Lodgok near the witch's tomb. So remember, we can't fly out of here, so I have to get out of here somehow. I guess maybe the now that I think about it, right, the statues...
Than Hogsmeade.
Dude, we're leaving Hogsmeade. I'm stuck. I'm stuck! Yeah, it gets cozier, all right. You get so cozy you never want to leave. Okay, anyway. Yeah, now that I think about it, maybe the Hogsmeade statues are easier to find unless they're all behind the Loa Mora locks. In which case, then I guess, you know, maybe the Hogwarts ones are.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Alright, so I found this out before. If you run, he will
What
sprint with
precisely
you.
is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins.
Yeah, of course.
Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its
Yeah, if you put the effort in, it should be
Wizard
yours.
kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I respect him. So you might remember this. I was here earlier in the
there it
playthrough.
is.
I think I was here before in a previous segment.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
And remember I said I couldn't get in the door, so I just left? Well, here you go. This is why. It just
I
slides
wish you
open.
luck
It's so
retrieving the
cheesy.
helmet. As a
Ah!
wand carrier, you should have an advantage.
It's so cheesy.
Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Why is
What
it
about
valuable?
this helmet makes it so
Oh,
special?
I said I wasn't going to do
The
these.
helmet
Oh, well.
of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He
Yeah,
would
it'd
be
be perfect.
grateful to me should I
For
return
the
it.
pro-goblin dude to get back such an artifact, it'd be perfect.
It all
So,
seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
All right.
I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Thank you. He's a good guy. It's nice, you know? It's not like all wizards are good and all goblins are bad. We got, you know, we got a little bit of a mix here and there. All right, we're just going through this. I actually got stuck in here for like 10 minutes on one of these puzzles, believe it or not. And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, huh, how could I have messed this one up so badly?
Curious.
I was overthinking it, but don't worry, that won't make it into the final cut. And I won't tell you which puzzle. I'm saved by my own stupidity. It's great.
Merlin's beard.
That's not how you activate
Lumos.
Lumos.
This can't be the witch's tomb.
There you
Likely
go.
I need to go further.
These can be opened by Depulso,
Lumos.
which I actually think is really cool. So it's not just, you know, it's not just Accio. It's any of the Force ones are useful.
Lumos.
But what I was saying before is that when Guardian Leviosa, like, pretty much shouldn't even really be a spell, it's basically Accio out of combat.
Lumos.
Effectively. So that's why I'm like, oh, well, you made it a spell, like, but why? You pretty much use it just by being in and out of combat.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Are we? Is anyone ever truly alone? It's an actual Kingdoms of Amalur intro.
Incendio. Glaciers. Depulso.
Okay.
These inferior.
Yeah.
Incendio. Depulso. Glaciers.
Wow, it's set him on fire too. Okay. Very nice. I think I already hit level 24 on the actual save. So that's why we're just skipping past everything. Ooh. There you go.
Lumos.
Yeah. It would just be nice to have 4 actual things for combat versus 3 and then 1 just for, like, you know, traveling around. I keep doing that.
Lumos.
3 and then 1 just that has all this stuff on.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
There you go. We can use Depulso.
Lumos.
And then we can take this out. I actually like Lumos. Lumos is the second spell you get in Chamber of Secrets. I think it would be cool to play, like, at least the original 3. And then I don't know about the other ones. Obviously, they felt obligated to make, you know, movie tie-in games back in an era where movie tie-ins were, like,
What's
the shit.
that hanging there? Looks precarious.
Nice.
Down I go.
Nowadays, they don't do that. Nowadays, there just are no movie tie-ins. Because, to be fair, most of the movie games are just kind of bad. I won't even lie to you. Alright.
Lumos.
Oh, there's enemies? Oops. I can't do this now.
Incendio. Depulso. Glacius.
I let him walk up and slap me in the face. That's actually hilarious.
Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Depulso.
Ah, dude. I love the interactions like that. It's so funny. Only there was a suck-in spell. That would be good. Ah, the wrong one. Really got a lock on in this game. Very unfortunate. I hate locking on. This is one of those games where I could see not needing to, but it could make the difference in, like, a clutch fight if you do or don't, basically. Oh my god! Nice.
Incendio. Depulso. Glacius. Incendio.
Ow.
Depulso. Glacius. Incendio. Depulso.
You love to see it, man. Complete battle in 36 seconds. I mean, yeah. Alright, where did you go again?
Lumos.
Oh, it automatically flew in here? Okay. I love when you just break, like, anything in a game just by walking around it. Alright. There you go.
Depulso.
We can attract to using Lumos. Okay. Same thing again.
Depulso.
Actually, no, it's on this side. We don't even need to do that. Okay, and then lastly, the same thing again.
Lumos.
Oh, alright. Very nice. Okay. This is going to be the best speed run of any mission I'll ever do in this game. You just come in,
Witch's final resting
you
place.
jump a bunch, and you just skip
Lodgok
past
said
everything.
The helmet was in her sarcophagus.
Which, by the way, is open.
Better show this to Lodgok.
Alright,
There must
and we
be some
teleport
sort of
out.
mechanism for this doorway.
Actually, wait, what is the mechanism? What? You just swipe the fire. Wow. Okay. Very well, then. Alright, mission
Lodgok.
failure.
The sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
All right.
I'll head there
I
now.
don't need help.
Good.
I'm a man.
No
I'm a
time
real
to
man's
lose.
man.
Get to that helmet before Rookwood
I'm the kind of
does.
man that
We will
only
lose
whose
our
mans
chance
can
at
be.
any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock.
It'll be really sad if
To
I ever
think
get
those
tired of
wretched
whose man
thieves
someday.
have their hands on such a relic.
All right, here we go. That would be actually like truly a tragedy. Just one day I wake up, I'm like, why do I keep making this dude? I mean, but like, he necessitates his own existence by virtue of him being like a commentary on creative characters, I guess.
There they are.
I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway.
Flipendo, Levioso, Descendo.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Exposo, Levioso. Flipendo, Descendo.
Slam it.
Pay for your deed.
Just punch him. Punch him right in the face. Oh, shit.
Not stupid luck. You've made a great
And an irrumpent. Flipendo. Levioso, Descendo.
Oh my god, it's so brutal. Ow, I didn't even think he could hit me from that far.
What are your thoughts on electricity?
Thank you, wow, that was really helpful. You didn't do that before.
Levioso, Descendo.
Slam.
Flipendo.
Does he have a shield?
Inspiration.
Levioso, Flipendo.
Yeah, it seems like he's a heavy enemy, so he can't be staggered like that.
Flipendo.
Yeah, both of them actually. Okay. So you just need to have one that's just good for damage, basically, like this.
Incendio. Defendo.
Ah, come on. So it doesn't really interrupt their cast, per se. Dude! That's a human! Holy shit!
Glacius.
Might want to look up.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Accio.
Yeah, it doesn't... None of the force spells work on any of these guys. It's unfortunate. Dude, I turned him into
No one
fucking
to share
bits.
my victory.
Like, what is this? It's just a pouch. No one to share my victory. That's fine. We don't need it.
That's it.
There you go.
This is for Rookwood.
I'm purple. I'm important.
Try not to make this too easy for me.
Accio. Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You're going to
That's actually a really good combo, too. Yeah, I think I got, like, a good setup for some of my moves now.
pay for your deed.
To be fair, most of them are pretty good at setting up anyway. So, like, Accio, 1, 2,
Expelliarmus.
arm,
Confringo.
done. Couldn't even do shit about it. Very nice. So you could get like 2 hits in. You can only get like, I think maybe 3 tops. If I do 2, they don't go too far. So I could just boom, boom, chain, boom, boom, chain, boom, boom, chain, done. I like Descendo as a combo ender though.
Explore in there.
Oh, we already did.
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
Yeah, it is
It
stunning.
looks stunning, Lodgok.
Very nice.
I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Yeah, it's cursed.
you.
I don't have a target on
This
my
should
back.
earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend.
Hopefully he doesn't
I'm
die or
glad
betray
that I
us.
trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Alright, so that's the quest. I just wanted to redo that just really quickly. Now you at least, if you're watching this, you didn't miss any other story. I think I learned divination. That's the only thing that I did learn that I just will not be able to replicate. So my apologies for that. Again, this one. Yep. My apologies for that. I will endeavor to do better in the future. I really have no reason to mute my mic on a recording when I could just edit it and like leave a timestamp. So this is the actual timeline that we exist in, right? I'm gonna probably move the Killing Curse to Wingardium Leviosa, because I think that's the only time really to use it. I doubt they let you just spam it. You probably have to like do some setup or something for it. And I'll just move it. I'll just get rid of Wingardium, and then I'll have it be on that, and then just call it. Because basically, as I found out, anytime, because I cleared. Let me show what I cleared. I guess I more or less cleared the rest of this northern portion, right? There were a couple of things up here. I think I did. There was like a magic thing up here. Oh shit, there's another battle arena. Okay. See, I didn't know what a battle arena was. So that's like an end game thing. Here's an infamous foe, which maybe we could try, right? I think maybe a few other things over here. And then I went over here and I got a fast travel point. There wasn't really anything over there to begin with. And yeah, that's mostly it. I did a couple of things around Hogwarts though. So like I explored like a bunch of the remaining like academic wing pretty much, because I haven't really been around there in a while. So let's go back to the room of requirement. And that is a lesson. Now, the thing I used to do is I used to have Vegas record my audio behind the scenes anyway, or not behind the scenes, but off of OBS. That's how I used to do it. So if you ever wanted to record something, I would definitely maybe stick to that. I think that that's probably your safest bet. Have a backup for your audio, because like the game audio is one thing. I mean, you kind of need both, but OBS is good about that. The thing that is unfortunate is I used to do this a lot more. It's actually really rare that I've ever done it. Luckily, I made a save right before that mission, so like it's not impossible, which is nice. Okay. What else did I get? Oh my god. Awful. Increased damage with Expelliarmus. Oh yeah, the level 23 stuff is equipable now. Level 16. Okay, I don't need any of this. I need that. I lied. Top of the class? Yeah, I like the top of the class because you throw it over your back. Right? What's the difference between these two? This one's like just one over here. And then this is like a little more spread out. I guess it's not, you know, woven around as tightly. It's like almost the same thing, and this is from the front. I like it draped over my back. I think that this is good. Gives us something interesting to look at on the backside. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like, you know, to die for over my... Oh, you just auto-harvest these. Oh, okay. I wish I could set these to just cook back to back, really. Alright, I'm gonna leave those just in case. I'll just have them ready. But yeah, we went through a whole bunch of stuff. I think I recorded the lockpicking, right? Maybe? There's no way I did, right? We learned how to lockpick. Hopefully that's in the thing as well. So now, like, we could walk around Hogwarts and maybe, like, try to find some other stuff, too. It's down below. I don't know how to get there. It's not on this side, I don't think. Hi. It's one of the enchanted knights from Spyro. I'm spooked. Can we open this? Yes. Okay.
Hello,
very nice.
Homura.
There you go. Like I said, this is way easier than Fallout, and way easier than Oblivion. Thankfully. Oh, what? I want to pet the cat. These are those weird-looking cats with, like, 3 different colors and all over the place fur. Alright, anyway. Good for you.
Aloha Mora.
There you go. Dude, look at this. It's perfectly straight. Straight up. Dear Professor Shah, thank you for your recent submission regarding celestial anomalies. I don't know why I say abnormalities. It may be a perfect addition to an atlas I'm hoping to publish. I shall be in touch if I decide to include your submission or any of its related research in the publication. Best wishes, my PN something. I wasn't looking. Oops. Have we had astrology yet? If we have, I forgot all about it. What is it? Just a cat? Dude, I love cats.
I tried to send a note to someone I like.
Yeah, that sounds like a mistake, homie.
Revelio.
Oh, it's up here. Yeah, I never went in his room. Okay.
Aloha Mora.
That's why I can't find it, because it's right here. There you go. I mean, it's a very simple to understand lockpicking setup, so... You know, if they're assuming that, like, most of the people that are going to play this are going to be on console, who are probably not, like, super gamers, then it makes sense why they would set it up that way. Impossible classroom games. Levitation lesson. Encourage students to levitate blocks through raised hoops or similar. Disarm and dodge. Hone Expelliarmus and reflexes. Targets on a tangent. Back to basics with casting practice on targets enchanted to move quickly. Yeah, this is like he's lesson planning. Where is he right now? Who knows? Oh, he has a level 11. I think it's supposed to just be like level 2. It's like a first grade lock and a second grade one. Alright. Bronze Leaf. So we have to come back here once we learn how to do a level 2 lock. Which again, the hard part is just finding the statues. Now your character does say something when he does find them, but it's rare. Like, I don't know, maybe they only appear after we've started doing it, you know? I thought that was a page. It's so ominous here. Oh, shit. On guard! Huh, huh, huh. Whoop! That went through you. You were dead. Yes. Sounds good. Oh! That's funny. Having, like, random stuff like that happen. This is Hecat's class, right? Or is this Fig's class? Yeah, this is Professor Fig. What does he teach? We haven't had his lesson. I mean, obviously we have him for the majority of the story, but we haven't had him for anything yet.
Revelio.
Maybe he's like an underclassman teacher, you know? They just gave him the assignment of taking us with him. It also just works out because his wife was involved in this to begin with.
Confringo. Accio.
Very nice. Can we open this? Yep.
Aloha Mora.
So, I mean, it's going to be a shame when we run out of things to do here, you know? There you go. I actually rather like exploring Hogwarts and finding things around it. The whole place is like one big dungeon. It's a big dungeon hub. Alright, so we only have one mission left. What is it? Beast class. I need to attend Beast class. Okay. Summoner's Court, which we won't do. Well, over here. There's another mission down here by the boathouse. Murky Depths. We got a new appearance. Okay, we could do that in a minute. And then what's this? The man behind the... Okay, yeah. So we just have to get more and more demiguise moons, and then we could do this mission for Mr. Moon. Which, who knows where they are? There's no way to track them. I'm never going to find any significant amount of them. Okay, let's do Beast Class then. And then we have to wait. We'll travel and then we'll wait. I mean, does it really matter what order we do it in? I'm going to have to open the menu twice, so I guess not. Could always be worse. I could have lost like 3 hours of content. I only lost 1. And most of it was side questing. So people who don't like, you know, watching me do side content, you won out. I redid a mission in 14 minutes, and that was it. That was effectively all the story content you missed. If you, unfortunately, miss out, you know, like the commentary or like the side stuff, yeah, it's my bad. I owe you one. Oh, whoops. There you go. Oh, I need to change my chest outfit.
Everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class.
Yeah, I'm good at killing them.
None of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice.
It's a teleporting
Let's take some
chicken.
time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howard.
Oh boy!
Hello.
I love animals!
Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howard's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
I'm scared. Am I gonna have to quick time event this?
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts.
Tap right in the sign
I
it
like
to
think it
what?
enriches-
Oh my god. Dude. This is supposed to be a combat game. Here.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
Now we have to feed him.
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beef?
Dude. I'm just assigning this as needed. I'm not putting all the... Like, there's just not enough. Not
What
enough
do you
room.
suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting.
Oh, this is a puff
why
scheme.
don't
That's
you
what that
show
guy
our
was
new
talking about
student
earlier.
To the Neasels
He was like
in the
afraid of them.
farthest pen.
This way. The Neasels are over here.
The Neasels. They're like cats, I guess. Big, like, mountain lions.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Oh, yeah, I love the money.
Stupid thing.
Of course, leave it to a Slytherin to be an asshole like this.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
Oh, very
That's
funny.
really not funny.
Punch him. And you should be ashamed. You're in my house. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm the head of the house. Look at me now. I'm the head of the house.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help.
There you go.
Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
It's not ready. Well, oh, come on. How about now? Nope. He has to finish eating first. There you go.
The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
Well, how do you know I'm not evil?
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Yes, more assignments.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
I won't lie, kind of boring.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good.
Cap.
You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
Yeah,
They're
she'd
nearly
be
as
more
bad
and more
as the
brutal. I just sized
savages
them up.
in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea.
Yeah, maybe
Now,
eventually.
why
Never.
don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Alright, so that's it for her class. Very good.
Over here.
What are we gonna do? Stop some poachers? Are you even a fifth
Do you
year?
need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
What?
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't
Surprised to
stand
be
there and
sure,
watch the
but a
harm
welcome
of the
one.
thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've
Okay.
intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Oh shit. Alright, she
I wouldn't
auto
take
runs.
just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
This is
Really?
a trap.
Well, thank you. I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Listen, I know what happens to people who go into the fucking forest, alright?
Like
I'm
the weather
scared
we're
now.
having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
I work for Ranrock.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
It's a hippogriff.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
I guess they're very smart, so they understand respect. Bow. Please be my steed. We have to keep bowing? Okay. There we go.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while.
There we go.
Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her. Dreadful busybody.
What does she even do half the time? There we go. So I guess eventually we'll be able to call her, and maybe she's like a faster flyer than a broom. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
Brilliant!
I thought she was
Wow!
brilliant.
Thank you, Poppy.
Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to
Damn,
safety
you got
in
your
one.
own
She
adventures
was
going on.
Fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I
So in
don't
other
often
words, we
agree
do
with
it.
Professor Howin,
Yeah.
but on that, I fear she's right.
Do it
The
ourselves.
poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in
Uh-oh,
the village,
she's angry.
lingering, talking to people.
I just
They're
want to kill
up to
them.
something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange.
I mean, we've fought
Sounds
enough.
as
This
if they're
is not
planning something.
simping. We've fought enough of
Exactly.
these poachers.
I think I'm going to look into it. Find
Dude, they're
out what's
trained
going
killers,
on,
man.
what they're
They go from
doing.
poaching to murdering, man.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
He's like the first
very well.
Hufflepuff student
I
we have
will.
an actual main
I
quest
should be
with.
going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Alright. Beast class. Alright, give me some new missions.
Hello,
Nope.
friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
And there's another one too.
As I
Sebastian.
mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blast.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
It's still one of my favorites.
It's like a staple now.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please
Okay.
meet him there when you can.
Alright, so... Oh my
I've
god,
not heard
everybody.
from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Uncle Roland? I have no clue who that is. Okay. Is it a side quest? World map. I have no idea what quest that is even supposed to be. Okay, well there's an ancient magic hotspot up there that I missed. A bunch of Merlin stuff. Is this another one? No, that's Jackdaw's tomb. I'd say that while we're here, we should maybe just get the fast travel over here, because I don't think we got the flue flames before. No, we didn't. Okay, so let's get that. What? We're not gonna talk about this, huh? Is it actually on the map? Yo, that would be the coolest thing, is if it was on the map and it was on the actual in-game camera as well. Alright. We'll just fly over to it. I think we have to fly around Hogwarts, but we'll just fly over to it. And eventually we do have to go down to the boathouse. Actually, wait, can we just get to it now? Oh, right here, right here. This might be the final flue flame.
How to swim?
Now might be a bad
Going for a
time.
swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way.
Nice to
Nerida
meet you.
Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we dueled in the crossed once.
Oh yeah, I beat your ass,
Yes,
didn't I?
of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
That's admirable.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves.
This sounds like a trap.
Reciprocity.
Uh-oh. The thing stopped. Whoops. Uh-oh, hold on. What the fuck? Now it works. That was weird.
Tricky.
Sometimes you have to turn it off and on twice. Tell me about Wizardkind's relation with
How
mer
has
people.
Wizardkind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well,
How much time do you have?
Consistently deemed mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
Okay.
What do you imagine a liaison?
They're never
to
gonna
mer
let her do
people
this.
would
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I perfect my mermish, of course, and I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about Wizardkind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
I think the most important thing about swimming, for anyone who doesn't know how to do it, is just to not panic, you know?
What is it about the mer people that interests you so
If you
much?
panic, you are definitely going to
I
tire
can't
yourself out,
begin
and
to
then
tell
you'll
you how
panic
brilliant
harder.
They are. I mean, rumor is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, sirens, come from Greece. And of course, Scotland has Selkies, and Ireland is home to Merrows.
Yeah, where are the mermaids coming
I
from?
could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
Alright, I can help.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do
Imagine if
that?
this gave us diving as a quest.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The last
I
thing
haven't found
want is
someone
for them
stupid
to think
enough
I'd
to do
shunned
this.
Their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water.
Murk-E depths.
I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon I'll see for myself. I just know it.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You. Oh yeah, didn't they use gillyweed to breathe underwater at some point? What book was that? I genuinely don't remember what book it was. But yeah, this is where they bring all the first years over. They have them come by boat, basically. They come from over there, and they sail across, they have all the water lit up and everything. Everyone remembers that. That's like the Jurassic Park scene. You can't forget that. Find the leaky caves. I mean, technically, disillusionment is probably better than a cloak, right? Because technically, a cloak could get caught on something, right? Or could, you know, someone could accidentally step on it while you're sneaking by them.
Look at this place.
They'd actually have to look at you
Did the mer people
and
really
step
leave
on you
Nerida
or
an
hit you
artifact?
for disillusionment. All right, well, we know what we have to do with these, don't we?
Loom. Now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you.
One by one. They made sure to lock it,
Lumos.
see? They care about her.
Confringo. Lumos.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, there's no reason to have... I mean, Incendio has uses, I guess. Glad I got all three of them, at least.
Confringo. Lumos.
They did all this with the gift that they actually planned to give her?
What do we have in here, then? Narada will be happy about
Artifact.
this.
Okay. Never mind, dude. It's all in the up and up. I couldn't get in this water knowing there's a kraken in here. I'm okay, dude.
Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
Yeah, here you go. I'm not keeping
glad
it.
we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again.
Yeah, you figured that
so
out.
Much.
Thanks for the
have just
experience,
helped improve
I guess.
relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come.
If you insist.
I can't wait to study this.
You never have to work with her again, at least. It says the guy who... There's like a 5-quest side quest chain coming up with her. I cannot believe you use Lumos on the butterflies. That's something else I found out. All you have to do when you have those groups of butterflies around is just use Lumos to gather them together, just like the moths. I found that out probably in the Lost footage, which isn't Lost, it just has no commentary.
I can't go back there.
I love this parkour, isn't it great?
Aloha Mora.
And no shortage of locks to pick, so... Very nice. Whoa, there's like nothing in here, man! Oh, there's an upstairs. It's a little cottage, so I guess it is a little cramped. That's fine, though. Celestial blue wand handle. There's a quest outside.
Oh, Milo, what am I doing?
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley? Edgar Adley? No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
Well,
I'm very
anyway,
sorry to hear
I'm
about
sorry
your
for your
friend.
loss, or
Oh,
I'm happy
thank you.
that it happened. I can't tell.
I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic.
Probably an infamous
In
foe.
fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Well, you're a pussy.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed.
Good, I have nothing
Please,
to live for
forget
anyway.
I said anything.
Don't worry about it. Absconder encounter.
Didn't Clementine Willardsley ask you to...
Now, where could that acromantula cave be?
There you go. Totems. Oh, this is a big chest. Damn. It's like a God of War chest. An unidentified back item.
Revelio.
Where is it? What? There we go. Spider parts. It seems someone's been collecting acromantula parts for profit. Lucrative, perhaps, if one's willing to risk one's life to obtain the required inventory. Okay, level 1.
Homura.
Very nice.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
What? Where? What? Where the fuck is it? Upstairs? Oh, wow. Well, I would have never seen that. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, well, I guess we have to wait till nighttime before we can pick it up. Probably most of our exploring and gameplay will be done at nighttime. Yep. That's 3. We need 6 more. Maybe they are all hidden behind a little more locks.
Aloha, Mora.
Very nice. Christmas tree? Hi. Don't mind me, I'm just the bed intruder. Nothing to see here. I'm just gonna take whatever you and your daughter have and, you know. Oh my god, for real? I swear I just emptied this. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it then. Oh, there you go. I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, okay, I spent my point. I think I spent it on Descendo. I got the Descendo upgrade, in case anyone's wondering. Like I said, I did the Divinations class. It was Natty's mother. She's nice. Nothing too crazy happened. So if that didn't make the cut, which I think it didn't, it's not too big of a deal. It's unfortunate, because we probably won't have class with her again, but, you know.
Revelio.
Ah, look at this.
Sure.
Avian Beige. I'm sorry, what am I supposed to do? Oh, it's all the way over there? Okay, well, maybe there's a faster teleport. We already did get the teleport over here, so... Alright, so it's actually really close to the ancient magic hotspots. That's exactly what I want to see.
See you, my young friend.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Sounds good.
Protego.
Stupefy. Okay.
Confringo.
Oh, just walk through it. Whoa! You gonna land? He's in space, man. Look at that. Woo, woo, woo!
Confringo.
Oh, I missed. Woo, woo, woo! I love glitches like that. Oh, shit. What happened? I get burned.
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Alright, anyway.
finger!
Okay. You know why? Because there's a fight going on the other side of the wall. That's why. Alright, okay, I gotta hit up a shop first. Sell everything. Alright. Probably takes a little bit more to level up now anyway. Yeah, the absconder encounter. We actually have a good amount. A friend indeed. Tale of Roland Oaks. I don't even know who she is. She just has my owl mail thing. Alright, so preparing your search for the final keeper, we need to do find Lodic, or I'm sorry, Lodgok, meet with Deke. So it's a whole list of things that we have to do to find the next keeper, basically. It's actually very open-ended in that regard. Okay, let's go back really quickly, just to a shop or something. Might not come back for that loot, honestly, but that's fine.
What are you up to now?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Aloha Mora.
The fuck?
Fine now, demi guys.
Yep. Take a drink first. Now beat your ass. Potioneer tool shelf. Okay. Where's all the shops?
Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
I thought you hated me. Maybe all the shops are closed at night.
I do appreciate what you went. You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that,
Oh, okay.
thank
So now
you.
she actually talks to us. She's not like in mourning anymore.
I do appreciate what you went through to find my brother.
Yeah, but where's the shops? Are there like no shops here? Oh my god, they're just gonna make me go back to Hogsmeade, aren't they? What about this lady over here? Oh, they tell you where the demiguise statues are. Okay. So we just found the one up here. Gotcha. So there's also going to be one over here, too. Okay, now you see, that's helpful. That just makes my life a little bit easier when I'm running around trying to find this thing like a madman.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Can't imagine how many times you've told me that already.
Aloha Mora.
Very good. Saber gray. What good would putting a demiguise outside of Hogwarts even do to torment the dude inside of Hogwarts? Doesn't even make any sense. Frog Choir stand. Oh, nice. You can get the Frog Choir. Yeah, remember when we found that earlier? Very good. Yeah, so the demiguise is probably not in this part of town. Unless you could also enter these houses. Wow, you could enter, like, every house in this game, huh? I didn't mean to drink that. It's a Thundercat song. That's actually a good one. He brought, like, everyone on.
A demiguise.
Is it upstairs? Alright, yep. So once again, I'll wait. And the shops aren't open, I'll just go to Hogsmeade. Yeah, so probably the majority of them are in Hogwarts in, like, various places. Because Hogwarts is this, you know, labyrinth of just different places, you know? Yeah, like, every door works in this game, man. Again, this is, like, a relatively unknown studio, you know? And they have this much work and this much effort. Okay, y'all gotta do something about the fucking spiders out here.
Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego.
Stupefy.
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Done. That's a really good set of moves right there. It's got like everything you could possibly want. Very nice. Alright, it's a level 3 lock.
Wonder who lives here.
Okay, she's still here.
Hello again, Miss Wolf.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
Buy my garbage.
What do you have for sale?
Do you know what you might be looking for?
Hippogriff feather. Okay, let's see. I'm looking to sell everything.
Exactly what I needed. Thank you.
That's worse. We don't really care about traits or anything. We still are unable to like meld traits onto anything, so whatever it is, we just hold off on it basically. Ooh, this is nice. Okay. I'll upgrade that. Yeah, the window's closed. They're just that close, if you can hear them, which you probably can. Oh, this is actually something I wear. Okay, very nice.
Thank you for your business.
Well, damn, look a little happy.
See me again.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, milady. Goodbye. If a monster in our midst, if you see a bit of driftwood in the swamps, don't assume it to be kindling. It's likely to be the fiercest dugbog this Hamlet has ever seen. Remain alert and keep away from it. So if you see driftwood in the water, it's a big dugbog, basically. A ruined stairway. Is it this one over here? Holy shit, he gets aggroed.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Levioso.
You can't do anything to them.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
What?
Expelliarmus.
Alright, very nice. You rip the tongue out like Doom Guy would. Alright. I don't know why it was pointing me to go north. We definitely want to go this way. Get your licks of the Forbidden Forest, because once we're done in this area, we're probably not coming back that often, unless we need the Mallow Suite or the inventory spots. We'll probably just be done. I might not come back.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is there.
Levioso. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Holy shit!
Accio.
Ow, okay, I thought I was out of it suitably.
Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Holy shit, it's the skittering that gets me, man. Done. Popped it like a cork. Easy.
8 legs is simply too many.
It's not just the legs, man. It's the hair, the eyes, the you name it. I hate them. Oh, so that was the entrance, actually. Yeah, this is where we came through in that one story mission, if you remember, where they're like, oh, there are high-level enemies. And yeah, I think we came right through here. There you go. If you use fire, they don't spawn. Already dead.
Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Might as well. As cheesy and cheap as it might be.
Confringo.
There you go. Alright, done. What's up?
Accio.
Oh shit.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Yeah, dude, this 4-button setup is really good.
Confringo.
There you go. Are they coming out the walls? No, those are real enemies. They're just not attacking me. Okay.
Confringo.
The way you run in this game is kind of funny. Man, imagine having a spider infestation, dude.
This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adler mentioned.
We're gonna find his dead friend, aren't we? Bro, you want to milk this thing? What are you, stupid?
So this is the infamous abscond.
Oh shit, it's level 32. There you go, big damage. Kinda. What? Ads.
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Ow. Okay, I had to dodge one, and therefore I couldn't dodge the other.
Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Where is the big guy?
Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
There you go. Ow, shit! So once again, the whole point of this is not actually to use and fight the boss head up. We wait for him to summon his ad so he could build up some ancient magic, and that's how we're supposed to kill him.
Expelliarmus.
I'm just gonna heal every time I get hit, so I don't get two-shot.
Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Confringo.
See, I know what to expect from those because I fought one of those recently.
Accio.
Ow, shit. Doesn't look like you could be one-shot. If you're above a certain HP, I think the game just gives you amnesty.
Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
It's fast, man.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Alright, let's run over here, take care of his buddies.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo.
That's cheap.
Levioso.
Whoa! He almost has a teleport.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I got fucking super poked by it. I definitely don't want to miss and then have to waste my ancient magic on this dude. Here we go. We almost have I think we might have enough just to kill it. Yep, very nice.
Now that's taken care of, I need to find the heirloom for my little daughter.
Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Nice.
Cursed fiends.
Revelio.
Where would his heirloom be? Is that it? What an idiot. That's a spider fang. If only we could have maybe gotten some of it. But oh well, it's not a big deal. Hey, at least it's better than some games. Some games are just like, hey, I'm 5 levels above you. You actually have no hope of defeating me.
I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley.
Alright. So I can just teleport, basically. It's a little bit out of the way, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Like I said, I'm playing this all day, basically, so...
Like this.
Let's dump it.
You look none the worse for wear.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
What the
Merlin's
fuck,
beard.
you idiot?
How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, here it is.
I'm
I don't
glad
need a
Milo's
reward.
daughter will have something to remember him by.
Everyone will
I
show
am
up at
too.
the end and save me if I take no
Far-fetched
rewards
as his
from them.
schemes were, Milo was a good friend, and I shall miss him. Please, accept this reward for your trouble.
God damn, is the world ending out there?
What
What's
do you
going
have for
on?
sale?
Fucking New York. Okay, maybe
Milo
I'll take a
can
little bit of
rest in
a
peace
lunch
now that
break.
His wishes have been fulfilled, and
yeah, his
his
stuff
daughter
is
has
kinda
something
bad.
to remember him by.
I think I'll take a few minutes
Never mind
to go
replenishing the
eat,
stocks.
and then hopefully the sirens stop. Alright. Set this up. Slightly better gear. I guess we have to go back to the room of requirement anyway. So yeah, let's do that, and then I'll brew some potions. That kind of makes a little bit more sense, right? Alright. So let's go to the room of requirement. You know, I think that's one cool thing about the devs is that they understand that any good open world journey has to have some amount
Deke is
of a
so
big world
happy
to
see
travel, you know?
Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
I see. Yo, close it! Close it! Don't
Perfect for
laugh.
gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class. That I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on
This is
their own.
not how domestication
Precisely
works.
what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed. And luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Alright, I guess we're gonna meet him
Come
outside.
on, then.
Wait, I need my potions!
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or...
There you go. Get my potions back. I guess while I'm here, I might as well, oops, not that. while we're here, I might as well just dump a few things on. So, like, we need to conjure. There you go. Another potion table. What? How is there less room over here? The fuck? For real? I should really move all my potions over here then. How do you move something? I guess you have to disapparate it. Yeah, you have to destroy it and then rebuild it. Whoops. Watch, I still won't be able to fit any more over here. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. So now, instead of having to brew potions one by one by one, we could just set them all up to brew back to back, like this. Now we're getting somewhere. Very nice. And obviously we do the same thing with grow stations, basically. So we should also make some more grow places as well. Probably make some big ones over here, right? Damn, they don't let you fit anything in that corner. They are really strict about it. Maybe we just grow a bunch of Dittany the whole game. So that way the only thing we're missing is Horklump juice. Okay, we're definitely not fitting anything else, are we? Yeah, no. Alright, maybe I'll figure something else out where to put these better later. Yeah, mallow sweet. Oh, mallow sweet is a small plant? Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, we could use this room. What the hell? But, I mean, that's the intro room. I don't know. I guess we could try. We could use more stuff down here. To be fair, we don't have to place it up against the sides. We could do it wherever we want. Okay, get rid of all these. We don't need this. Not right now, at least. Right, so what I could do... I could set up a bunch of big planters in the middle and have potions on the outskirts. Okay, we can't conjure anymore, I don't think. We're at the budget. But you see, this is better. There you go, fertilize it. So I have to buy more fertilizer then. Yeah, and then I can move like the big ones in here. We could run around, maybe have a couple on the outskirts or something like that. You know, like maybe 2 and 2 or something. Because we can only have 7, so I can only have 3 then. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll have... Ooh, yeah, I'm thinking of good things. Alright. So we're basically done over here. Yeah, now the limiting thing is Horklump juice. Doris. Felix, it reveals the locations of large loot chests for one in-game day. Okay, well, it takes a minute. Obviously, we're not going to be back to this, so we'll just prep a couple of these while we wait. Just let those just get popping. Alright, let's go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect.
The knapsack.
Deke loves an outing.
So that's where all these, like, nice, you know,
nasty poacher.
domesticated animals have been, basically. Even though we don't really need Wingardium Leviosa.
Hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Yeah, like a puffskein.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Knapsack? Oh, you have to assign it to the spell set? Dude, y'all need more spell sets than this. Seriously.
Expelliarmus.
Oh shit. Not that. Got it. Square. We're rescuing it, yeah. Don't worry. We're rescuing, guys. We're the heroes, okay?
I'll look after you. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as the puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly.
Okay.
A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. Okay.
But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Alright. Yep. Yeah, we've been here before. I think that's what got cut. I was over here just, like, you know, messing around, trying to see what's what. It's kind of funny, because most of the main story quests have taken place up in this area. Like, we haven't really gotten anything that takes us down south. I think the broom quest would be the first one that takes us actually, like, pretty far away. Okay.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts.
Why
Easier
Levioso?
to get in close and use the knapsack.
Not Arresto Momentum.
Then I shall
Oh,
go
I
and
should have asked
rescue
him.
a
What was it like
jobberknoll.
working for a poacher?
Good luck. Deke
Oops.
will be waiting.
Can I still talk to him?
What am I meant to be doing now, Deke?
Deke suggests you rescue a jobberknoll and then come and find Deke.
Damn. Oh, well, I messed it up. These habitats can be found in different locations. Let's try Arresto Momentum.
Arresto Momentum.
This works. They both work.
There. Not going to hurt you.
Reparo.
Oops. Anyway, whatever. We only needed one anyway.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Yeah, they
Are there
take
any
all of
other
them.
beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
And snap. Okay, anyway. Here's where we'll find poachers.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
Nice to
It
see you
is.
again, Deke.
Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon.
All right.
So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I have just the thing, don't worry.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
Yeah, that kind of sucks how they
I
treat the
should go and
house
find a
elves.
moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
All right, you can advance time. We've known about this forever. This might be the... Well, no, the game will prompt you if you have, like, a circle for a quest. This is the first time, like, in the open world where you have to do it from the menu, I think. If not, they just remind you.
Arresto momentum.
Nope, get your ass back here. Very nice.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
A moon calf.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
All right, and snap. All right. I mean, I'm ready. I don't know. Can he take us with him when he does that? Probably not, right? Ah, not the map chamber. Whoops. Oopsie. I meant this one.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need...
Yeah, we got another
the
room for
will
beasts and where
provide.
to find them. That was suspicious.
What exactly did you think of?
Seems a bit small. Oh, here we go.
Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure.
You've done it. Done what? I don't know.
Meet you inside when you're ready.
So is it like an arboretum? Oh, nice.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
Some pocket dimension
It seems
inside
to
a
be
room that
place for
exists
your
in a
beasts
pocket
to
dimension.
live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
All right. R1. Select a beast.
No
Beast can be
apology,
rescued in the
Professor,
highlands.
but
Okay.
some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
Oh, these things are ugly, man.
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to
Okay, so
find
that's
safe
what
homes for
partially
them.
it's used for. She probably
beasts in the
pays you a
room can't
little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's well known for helping to care for
Yep.
beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall
Dude,
let you know
beast
when I have
taming is
some.
a whole extra side part of this game. Damn, okay. You can nurture them. When they're nurtured, they provide materials and magical properties. So this is probably going to lead directly into being able to do our... I'm going to keep opening this menu by accident. Oh, no, not that. This and this. Okay.
Expelliarmus.
Not that! I'm sorry, Quebec. I didn't mean to. There you go. I love you. Here, have some feed. Am I supposed to think this thing looks cute? Looks like that one, what was that, the movie with the things? The Gremlins. Was it Gremlins? Oh, okay, we're already cleaning it. It's more terrifying than anything. This is like CGI monsters from like a bad, like, 80s sci-fi film. Or horror film. Take your pick. Thank you. Alright, so you can only gather from them like every half an hour. Where's the bird? Where'd the jobber no go? There it is. You can only gather from them every half an hour, give or take. Okay. Now we feed them. Okay.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now,
Very
Deke
good.
can
You know how
show
to do basic
use
things.
them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways.
This is enchanting. Okay.
Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Alright, so obviously we leave here. Alright, so that's why there was like an altar here before, because it leads in there. Gotcha. So now what we have to do is, again, put this on. Utility. Desk of description, enchanted loom, scientific material refiner. Periodically produces moonstone. Moonstone. Oh, okay. It's all the same. I see. Okay. So I like how everything's popping off over there. I'm going to move those two. Can I move these now, actually? No, don't start growing something new. How do you stop it from being in use? There you go, empty pot. Empty pot. Yeah, you don't lose any seeds because seeds are infinite in this game. Okay. let's see. I need to bring back this. So let's see if I can put the small plant here. No! Are you serious? Bro, this is so ghetto. I don't know if I could squeeze it in any better than this, though. Like, can I move this one? I cannot get over that sound effect. Alright. I promise you, I'm gonna get this correct. Oh, you can't disable snapping when you're on the wall like this. Oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't go any further than that. Well, looks like we're gonna have to be a little bit ghetto here, folks, unfortunately. Or I could do this. But if you're wondering if I could do this, the answer is no, even though you could kind of see it. As you can see, there's a slight bit of overlap between them. So there's no way for me to do it. So I'd have to do it like this. What the fuck? Where is it? Bring it back. Yeah, I'd have to do it like this, unfortunately. Alright. Let's go up to this. Large potted plant. Or large potted planter. Done. Alright, let's get to it. 6 mallow sweet. So now we should have more than enough mallow sweet. I'm just going to keep growing a bunch. That way every time we come back here, we won't even have to think about it. Not grass. Yeah, later on we'll start making, you know, normal potions. Okay. Alright, so now we will conjure the enchanted loom over here. There we go. Upgrade an item of clothing and add a trait. Okay. Gear features one primary offense or defense stat by default. Magic materials can be used with the loom to add and upgrade a secondary stat or apply traits. Multiple small upgrades can yield a meaningful boost in combat power. New beasts can be rescued or unlocked in quests. New trait recipes can be found in bandit camps. Okay. So, for example, I think this is technically, well, that's not. Let's try to let's upgrade this. We could get more offense. Okay. Loom for improvement. Alright, so the trait you could just change with this, right? So, increase damage of Expelliarmus, increase damage of Incendio, increase the damage of all damage spells. Okay, you need Puff Skein Fur to do this. Gotcha. I'm also wearing these, for instance, so we could add a trait to this, right? We could just keep adding this. Concentration 1. Alright, there you go.
Came out nicely. I should show Deke.
Who would imagine that basic upgrading would come so late in this game? And that's not a bad thing, it's just, wow, it looks like there's even more room later on.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
The elf, the knapsack, and the loom. Alright, level up, level up. Wow, I'm so close. Alright, yeah, and then this is just like a living space. There's not really anything to do. Maybe you could like summon like a striking dummy or something. Alright. Well, now the room actually kind of looks like what I would want it to look like. So that's pretty good. We accomplished a good amount of stuff. So now let's go to this lady's quest. Let's see what she wants from her uncle or whatever. There you go. Where is this? There you go. Potions classroom. It's been forever since we went to potions class. Which is funny because now we're leaving.
Indeed, your field guide.
I know, right? Wow. And then maybe in a little bit, I'll consider changing up my outfit again. So if you're bland or bored of it, you know, it's coming. Okay. Another Hufflepuff.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl,
really
he
nice
alluded
outfit.
to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists.
Yeah,
It's been ages since that owl, and I'm
he's
worried.
dead.
What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumors that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
Alright. I would be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Yeah, tell
Has
me
your
more.
uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned
It's an enemy in
Ranrock's
Final
lot.
Fantasy.
insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
You know, that's nice. I sure hope he
I
is
take it
alive,
you and your
actually.
uncle are
All
close.
shit posting
We
aside.
are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my
It would
father
be
when I
actually
was 5.
heartbreaking for her to be an
Uncle
orphan.
Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see what happens.
I'll
Hopefully
try
he's
and look
alive.
into it for you, Adelaide.
That would actually
Thank
be
you.
heartbreaking.
He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Alright. Find his campsite. Well, it's way out of here. Okay. What was this again? Jackdaw's Tomb? Yeah, okay. So we'll fly here and then we'll teleport and then we'll fly. Can't get those two mixed up.
Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Yeah, this is not actually landable terrain, if you're wondering. As weird as that might seem, yeah, when it's flat and nothing up there, I don't think you can land there.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Oh, yes. What do we do with these again? Just climb them?
Levioso. Accio.
There we go. Okay. I'm assuming it has to be this symbol, right? Maybe. Alright, if I get on my broom, it'll show me everything else around here. Yeah, no, it's just this. Oh, hold up. Alright, there's multiple things around here. I see.
Flipendo.
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of never see it.
Oh, there we go. You just have to keep flipping it 6 times. I gotcha. Okay. I was about to say. Okay. That's 1. I'm really glad you could see these using Revelio, because otherwise this would be really confusing. You have to maybe flip it. Oh, you flip it from another side. Oh, that makes so much more sense. I got it. Right, so where is it right now? Do we get it to match? There we go. Yeah, we gotta get it to match. Okay, I see. That makes a lot more sense than what I was trying to figure out. We got some dark wizards here. So I want to break this.
Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Potato. Duplicate. Descendo.
Bong. Done.
I did. And an Ashwinder, no less.
What? Yeah, dude, we've been killing those non-stop. I did it. Murder. All right, where's the last one?
Revelio.
All right, get on the broom. It's on the beach, yeah, okay.
Flipendo.
Yeah, I got it wrong. I gotta flip it like this. There you go.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
That's what I like to see. Very good. See, some of these are pretty good. There's a good variety of these. Okay. Is that not enough to level up? I guess not.
Aloha Mora.
Now we have the whole poaching plot line, which leads into the beast plot line, which allows us to upgrade our gear. So that's pretty good. I found it. I already found it. That's easy. Maybe there's only 8 different directions you could lockpick in. It seems that way. Let's see if I could catch it before it runs off. Oh no! No cursor. There you go.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh my god.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
So you basically have to use Arresto Momentum on them.
Arresto momentum.
Professor Howard will never believe
Nifflers.
this.
What? This thing right here. There you go. Alright, it even shows you the boundary of your capture. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, let's go do the story now. Bet they think they're such badasses capturing these little tiny, like, rodents. Yeah, dude, what a hard ass you are.
Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
What do you think?
Yeah. Accio.
Get over here!
Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
It's a grapple, you are.
Arresto momentum.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
Glacius. Repulso. Incendio. Defendo.
You can't stop us.
Levioso. Accio.
He missed. He recovered, though.
Arresto momentum.
I'm more surprised that he recovered like that. Ow.
That was meant for me.
Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
Was that your bet?
Dead.
Now to find out what happened here.
Very nice. Level up.
Revelio.
Alright, I think we need Bombarda for this. Ranrock's Law agreed to meet, but I do feel a tad uneasy. They amended their requests and were angry when I asked questions. I overheard some of their planning gobbledygook. They're after my rare metal deposits that are suitable for drilling. I'm afraid of saying them further. They seem rather volatile. I need this transaction to happen. Perhaps we could work out a compromise, perhaps not, and I'm dead.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Okay, yeah, he's super dead. I'm already full. Yeah, I think we're going to be full on Wiggenweld for the rest of eternity, man. Fairy.
I should investigate.
Incendio.
Fine. Ow, that's kind of okay.
Glacius.
They teleport. What?
Glacius. Repulso. Incendio.
Who's left?
Defendo.
Very nice. Yeah, this is now the key limiting factor, right? So I guess we could try this. This is like a little dungeon. Oh!
Lumos.
Alright. No idea how this works. Love it all the same. Unidentified head item.
Revelio.
I'm gonna increase the range of Revelio. That'll be one of my next couple of unlocks. I don't know which, but it will be. Okay.
Lumos.
It's been a while since we had to deal with some of those. Okay. Let me upgrade. Defendo, slice through impacted targets to strike. It already kind of does that, though, doesn't it? Strike an enemy frozen by Glacius blasts, damaging shards outward. Flento has the same effect on a curse. Same thing with Arresto Momentum. Stupefy deals direct damage on impact. Yeah, let's do this. Increases the range of Revelio.
Revelio.
Oh yeah, it's further. It's okay. It's not to die for. It's a good upgrade. Alright, so he said past the rock that looks like this.
Revelio.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail.
Okay, let me look on the map. Unfortunately, I think you have to come in here every time, right? What is it under? Inventory? Yeah. Letter from a publisher. Pages from an ancient book. Here we go. To go past that, down the... Okay, we're following the river to a dungeon. Gotcha. Yeah, so as long as you follow this, you should be fine. Eventually the game will probably prompt me, right? Okay. Oh, shit, you guys aren't goblins. What the hell?
Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Oh, they're all dead. Oh, no, not one. Oh, what the fuck? Sometimes weird shit just happens in open world games. Oh, woo. Is this maybe where they took him?
Accio.
Who is it?
What do we have here?
Yeah. So this is what the Goblin Outpost is used for. I already did this, though.
Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I may have to look higher up the keep.
Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Done.
Leviosa.
A ladder. That's what I need.
I cannot believe I've already done this. Now I'm just having Assassin's Creed flashbacks.
Capolso. Glacius. Defender. Glacius. Capolso. Incendio.
See, there's just a lot of abilities that are, like, really good, and then a lot that are kind of meh. Alright, obviously they took him in here.
This is the spot on the map.
Whoa! Big damage. Nice.
Incendio. All maps. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I'm full. We need bigger pockets. I won't be able to carry 50 of these potions. Alright.
I don't like the looks of...
They probably respawned everyone in here, which is good for experience, but, you know, it is what it is, right?
What are we finding here?
It's almost like I've been here before. Interesting.
Accio. Leviosa. Confringo.
What? I got shot! Oh, they could see me from there.
Expelliarmus. I will make you. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Yeah, Expelliarmus is good first, and then you can bring it.
Spot on.
Well, goddamn. As you can see, we've already basically looted everything. We know where all the enemies are. Oh, wait, maybe this was not recorded. Oh, shit, that's right, because I lost the recording earlier today. Yeah, so I already went in here and basically looted the whole place. So this might be your first time actually watching me do this. I've already been through here. So we already know where everything is. They're just dropping potions like crazy. Isn't this where we came in from? Yeah, so I kind of know the run of the mill. Yeah, already looted. Oh, there's a good chance he's alive then. Ow. Dude, that's actually a good combo. Holy shit. There's our AoE right there. Oh, he's dead. Combo. Very nice. Did I come down here before? I think I did. Yeah, that's why. Okay, I came down here, and there was no way to go any further than that. The only reason I said I would come back here is to grab those Wiggenwelds that I couldn't pick up, but as you can see, now I have a whole potion brewing system. Like, after every mission, we could just go back to the Room of Requirement and get all the potions and everything again. Very nice.
Accio. Levioso. Pity. Not quite. Easily done. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Flipendo.
Slam.
I won't rest until...
Yeah, he's good.
Incendio. I will make you pay.
I wonder if I could slam... I wonder if maybe I could put Descendo on this, right? So then what I would do is I would light them on fire, slam, and then just blast them all away. That could be a good combo as well. And that would free up this one from Flipendo. Yeah, but I just think Descendo is just a good combat ender, honestly. Cobalt Adventure Ensemble. Alright.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them.
Alright, we already opened that. Yep.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Up here. If you don't know, you have to use Confringo or Incendio to turn the boiler on, but I already did it.
Boiler door.
How to open it? It already is open. Wow, kind of crazy.
Incendio.
Long. Anyway. Oh, that's ridiculous. And that's on a pretty short cooldown. What? Crossbow. Only thing it doesn't work on are yellow targets. That's it. Otherwise, it works perfectly fine.
Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Not quite.
Okay. All right, we'll heal.
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Right, not worried about you. Incendio. Defendo.
Dude, it looks like I take his head off. It's just the bag dropping out. Oh, you're not dead? I know this game doesn't have gore. That's just what it kind of looks like.
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Done.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
I got my potion back. Easy, easy. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Here we go. Now he can get his wand back.
Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
That's why I went in there before and I was like, wow, this room is empty. There's nothing in here. Yep, that's why. Very good. I mean, at least he's doing this for a noble cause, right?
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please.
There you go.
Wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the aiming is not really very helpful, honestly. Just personally.
You did it. I found my wand and... Wait. You're a student? Oh, we must get you.
Dude,
to
I'm the one that
safety
freed you. I'm not in any
It's
danger.
dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
Yeah, what'd you overhear?
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ramrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity.
Oh, fuck.
Back
and they thought he was attacking.
Himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard
into
an instant rage.
He was trying to be nice.
He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind. Sees us all as cruel.
Damn, well, I guess that kind of makes sense, right? He just wanted to be nice, just wanted to help him.
Am I right?
I mean, it was a criminal enterprise, right? An illegal
Unbeknownst to
camp, but
Ranrock's
whatever.
fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex. And my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
All right.
I'm grateful I was able to help.
At least
you,
she's
Mr.
not an
Oakes.
orphan. That's
Adelaide
basically
thinks
the
world
gist of
you.
it.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend.
You know, you're pretty
I
clean
must
kept
return
for a
home
guy
and
in a
inform
cell for
Adelaide of my
weeks.
safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece.
Yeah, that plan to get the hell out of
Travel
here.
far from here for my
Going
next
to
round
Germany.
of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
All right, very nice. Hey, oh my God, dude.
Mr. Oakes was lucky.
Yeah.
Ranrock's lot would never.
He would have died in there. Period. Handcrafted necklace. Nice. I like this Ravenclaw outfit. This is really cool looking. You know, I get to rep my house. Normally, I would never dress like this in a game like this, but, you know, I think the mask really kind of sold it for me, personally. Alright, now we're finally done here, because before I couldn't open that. So now, can we just teleport out? No, we cannot. Okay, he can, but we can't. Nope, full. I guess it despawns anyway, so if you can't pick it up, oh well. Just thinking, like the 13 or 14 hours that we've done this playthrough, we've come a long way, man. It barely even feels like it, you know? Alright, no reason to stick around and fight everything. We already cleared this camp twice. Well, I've cleared it twice. Okay. Remember I couldn't get over here? Brockborough. Famed Auror Helen Thistlewood is among noble witches and wizards to hail from this hamlet. Here you go, here's another objective. And then we have another story mission out here. This is a Sebastian's. Okay. So I guess we'll start to head south. So let's teleport and let's go. There's a Merlin trial we opened. See if I can figure out what I need to do. I think once you have the spell, it lights up when the spell is equipped.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Alright, dude. Don't get too excited now.
Revelio.
There's a lockpick. It's a level 2.
Accio. Accio.
Probably a Depulso challenge. But the question is, where am I depulsing
Revelio.
this to? Alright, let's lockpick.
Aloha Mora.
Very nice.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Yep, so don't mind if I do. We're gonna play all the game at nighttime.
Mine now,
That's funny.
demiguise.
Yep. So basically at night, it turns into like a ghastly form. You can take the orb from it. But during the day, you can't. Okay.
Revelio.
I wonder what you're supposed to do with this ball.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Depulso. Revelio.
Let's see, Revelio does more on your broom. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to push it. All the way over there? What's this? Yes, wow, if you can believe it, I'm supposed to push it all the way over here. What happens if it falls in the water? Oh my god. I was never going to figure this out. I don't even think I had Depulso back then, so it was actually impossible for me to finish. Oh my god. Not out the doors, even though this big stone ball could definitely go out the doors.
Flipendo. Descendo.
I like how Descendo works to move it as well. Anyway, I wish I could Accio it into position. I don't think you can pull it, see? He kind of moves like he moves like Cole McGrath when he does this. Anyway, that doesn't work. This is going to be possibly one of the more annoying ones to do. Not because I don't know how to do it, but because it's like a weird like physics that you can't really get a good grasp on. There we go. Okay. Had me doubting that this was even the right thing to do to begin with. Don't mind me, what's your name? Ignatia something Smith?
Depulso.
This is a ridiculous Merlin trial. But I got it.
That's that. Settled.
Yeah, I was never going to figure that out. I'm glad I gave up on it earlier. Alright. I think that should be all the demi... I almost said demi-urge. What are they? Demi-somethings. Yep, 101, collection chests, field guide pages. Okay, we're good.
Revelio.